Back with your Neighborhoodz Radio, or Bobby and JJ Radio, and we covered a lot of stuff today, guys. I want to start by saying how crazy it is that you guys are an anomaly in the construction world for real estate agents, because you get paid. You don't have to get all your money up front when it comes to the agents that you work with, correct?
Correct. We're more than willing to get paid at closing as long as you have a buyer and you're out of your option period. We're not going to go do work.
Yeah.
Saying you're going to get paid at closing just because someone says they want to list their house, but yeah.
So how does that work exactly? So let's say I have buyers, they're committed to a house, they're past their option period. I have a seller. Bobby's the biggest listing agent, one of the biggest listing agents in San Antonio. She has a seller that has a lot of equity but doesn't have a lot of money up front. You guys can come in and take the inspection reports, whatever, negotiate an amendment, and you can actually you can take a portion up front, because obviously you need a little bit to get the work started.
Correct.
How does it work for it?
As long as, like I said, you have a buyer and you become out of your option period, we can make the agreement while you're still in your option period. But once you're out of your option period, we'll go ahead and schedule the work. And we're more than willing to get paid when it closes. There's a couple of caveats to that. Obviously, we need to have some kind of contingency plan in case the house goes off the market or it falls through or whatever. So they're still going to have to sign something with us saying that they're going to pay it, within a certain amount of time. But we're willing to get paid at closing. And if closing gets moved, that's not the biggest deal in the world, as long as we're in the loop.
Bobby, how many times would that save a deal for you?
I mean, it happens all the time. We've done it before with these guys, so I mean, we've seen it happen. It works. But there's tons of people that just don't have the money out of pocket. I mean, with everything coming up with moving expenses and everything else that goes with selling a home. So, but they do have equity, and a lot of times, just getting us to get it done a lot faster. Everyone gets paid.
So, Spence, Daniel, who's your perfect client?
You.
Me.
Yeah, a real estate agent.
Right.
But you especially.
Obviously.
Good looking. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But
no, it makes sense.
We want someone, I'm tired of depending on the end user, the homeowner, for giving me referrals and everything like that.
Right.
And all the time that I invest with them, I'm hoping, because they can be emotional, and it's an emotional thing. They're selling a home or they're remodeling their home. It's their personal home. You're in their space. All those things factor in. And I would rather deal with someone like you who it's not an emotional thing. This is a transaction. This is all business from start to finish. And you're going to, turn me on to people who then need work, but you're actually my client. Are they paying? Yes. But it's not an emotional experience for you. Am I saving you time? Am I bringing value to you? Am I being an extension of your service without being an extension of your time? Am I saving time that you would have to spend yourself taking care of this? Am I saving you money, the assistant you'd have to pay to take care of this?
Right.
Let's make a relationship and let's have it be long term.
Well, the transactions that Bobby runs on the residential side, 100 plus. Mm-hmm. If it wasn't for y'all, you would have to hire someone, right? You would have to hire our own general contractor to manage all these inspection periods and options, right? I mean,
yeah.
And you guys are you're saving us money, time, and effort. You guys are an extension of what we need, and more so, our client. We feel very comfortable referring you to our clients, because you're never going to.
No, and it pushes the ball along, because a lot of times they want you to wait. They're like, hey, give me a couple weeks to get these things done. I call them back in a couple of weeks. Guess what? Give me a couple more weeks because I haven't started yet. I've seen 2 weeks turn into 6 months.
And we've seen clients, we feel comfortable referring you guys, because you're never going to just get paid on one deal with us, because you have a ton of deals. And if you, quote unquote, screw over our clients, then our relationship's
does nothing
over.
for me. That does nothing for me. I'm playing long ball. I want to be working with you as long as you're in real estate or as long as I'm in construction. That's what makes more sense for me. And if I do, we've all had crazy clients, right? We've all had someone that's just off their rocker crazy. And if I invest all the time making that person happy, I'm probably still not going to get a referral at the end of the day.
For sure.
But if I'm working with that person because you referred me to him, you're going to actually appreciate, man, I know this person has just been difficult to work with. Thank you. I'm actually probably going to get more business out of you for the fact that it was difficult, which is the exact opposite of what we experienced just out working directly with homeowners. So we don't want to do that anymore.
I want to talk about, before the show's over, how much you guys, everything's streamlined with you guys. You guys have everything. Spencer has created this pretty much whole web around work. When the workers are available, when they can be there. I can always pull up, the original quote, match it to the ending quote to make sure that it's all the same. Everyone has access to everything, and it's all together. Right, which in itself, Bobby, is an anomaly in most construction companies. They spit on their hand, they tell you one thing, and then an hour.
It's called a wet handshake.
Wet handshake, and then they do like an invoice on their hood of their car, and then they give you the pink slip and stuff like that. But this is actually pretty professional and streamlined. I want to make sure that people understand that. But I got a couple of questions before we leave. Are you guys the cheapest? Because I know our clients are going to ask.
I will never claim to be the cheapest because I don't know. I don't do that research. But what I can tell you that I have done, the research I have done is looking for good subcontractors for 20 plus
Yeah,
years.
one of our clients said, well, I got someone that'll do the siding cheaper. What'd you tell him?
Well, you know, I've been looking for guys to do good work cheaply or inexpensively
Right.
for 20-something years, and you've been looking for 10 minutes. If you think that you lucked out and found someone better than I have in 20 years, well, then
Then you'll hire him.
Yeah, give him my card and tell him I'll keep him busy all day long.
Yeah, if they did good work and it was less than what you quoted, then you probably want to hire him
Exactly. He'll
anyways.
be my subcontractor. That's fine, but that never happens. But what does happen is I get the call back where they're like, oh, this
Yeah, he
guy-
never came, and,
Yeah.
and he was way more than I thought.
I gave him the check and he peeled out and he's gone.
Last takeaway real quick. Because it's always a panic mode, how fast can you get this work done usually?
Very quickly. I mean, anything like an inspection report, get with us quickly. You know, a lot of what we're talking about is you're outside of your option period. Get with us as soon as you get an inspection report and we'll put it in motion. Typically within a week we can mobilize, and we try to be finished. I do anyways, try and be finished a week before you actually going to have a closing in case you have like someone going to do reappraisal or anything like that.
Or punch out stuff.
But we
Or
need that
punch out
commitment from
anything.
the realtor fast.
Yeah, but we need that commitment to get it rolling though, because we're a professional company and we're busy.
The inspection fast, amendment fast, commitment fast, and then you're good.
Yeah, we're good. We'll make you good.
How can they get a hold of y'all?
Give us a call at the office at 210-262-2678 or contact us through our website at yourneighborhoodz.com. That's yourneighborhoodz with the Z.com.
That was our show. We'll see you next week.
Bye.